I'm getting way too ahead of myself right here. I'm thinking Master League Classic. This is not Master League Classic. This is the Open Master League. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Ox here with another video. If you're new to the channel, we do upload Pokemon Go content mostly related to PvP. And if you're a returning subscriber like Rajarshi, Chakraborty, thank you for the support. In today's video, we're taking a look at the Master League, but this time we're taking a look at the Open Master League. That means XL Pokemon up to level 50. This is going to be a shoutcast from some battles submitted to the channel by KLCC158, so thank you very much for the submission. These battles consist of a team leading with Excadrill, Garchomp, and a Shundo Metagross in the back. If you guys enjoy this type of video, please make sure you smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment in the comments section down below. And without any further ado, let's jump into the first battle right now. Alright, so when I first received these battles, I noticed that they were 25 minutes long. And it's only one set, it's 5 battles, so I was wondering, how could 5 battles be so long? And then I realized this trainer actually left the Deoxys catch at the end of the video, so that reward encounter takes up like 50% of the video time. So obviously I edited it, but message to Niantic, please fix the reward encounters because nobody wants to be spending 20 minutes catching a Pokemon. Leave the legendaries in, of course, but fix it up, come on. So we got Excadrill into Kyogre right here. This is a pretty awful lead, not only for Excadrill, but this whole team in general. You see here with the Excadrill and the Metagross in the back, almost performs like an ABA style, so kind of have to sack the Excadrill here, throws a Joran and then swaps out into the Garchomp. Garchomp probably the best and only real answer to Kyogre here, and it's still not the greatest answer either, so Kyogre definitely is a problem for this specific team comp here. But once again, this is the Open Master League, so a lot of these Pokemon that you're seeing here aren't maybe going to be level 50. Kyogre, for example, Mewtwo, these aren't level 50, but they're definitely past level 40 here. Mewtwo coming into Garchomp and going to shield up the Side Strike right here. And Garchomp actually has a pretty decent matchup because Dragon Tail really does hurt. And with the Sand Tomb debuff, it starts adding up. You can see the opponent here forced to shield a Sand Tomb because it is chunking away. At this point, a Side Strike comes through. Probably going to let this go down and then come in with the Metagross, I'd imagine, to farm down the Mewtwo. Metagross is definitely the better option here because if the Mewtwo did get to a move, you could definitely tank it with the Metagross better than with the Excadrill considering how low it is already. Yveltal comes in the back, going for the Meteor Mash right here and going to see the final shield come up from the opponent. Swaps out into Excadrill to catch the Dark Pulse. That is a great third shield right there. Takes out the Excadrill. The opponent might have not undercharged there, which could be putting us at an advantage here. So going for the Meteor Mash once again, this isn't going to be enough to take out the Yveltal, but there is still a shield in play. Gonna have to shield this Dark Pulse here. The Kyogre in the back still has a decent amount of health, so let's see how this plays out. Kyogre comes in, going to throw the Surf, but the Metagross should survive this, which means if it can farm down and get to the Meteor Mash, the Metagross should be able to take this game. Does farm down the Kyogre. Here comes the Yveltal, gets to the Meteor Mash. Going to be able to take this game against an extremely difficult lead in the form of Kyogre. Very well played, understand the win conditions there, and coming out with that victory off to a 1-0 start. Let's hop into the second battle right here. And once again, leading the Excadrill. You can see all these Pokemon are Hundos, so that is a huge flex. Garchomp into Excadrill. This is a horrible lead once again for Excadrill. So Dragon Tail is being resisted, but Sand Tomb actually does so much damage to Excadrill that this turns into a horrible matchup. And then those Dragon Tails, although they are resisted, they really start adding up here. So Excadrill, gonna let this Sand Tomb go through. Let's see how much it does. That is a lot of damage for only the first Sand Tomb. The next one is going to absolutely destroy. Look at these Dragon Tails chunking. Didn't throw the Joran there, which I think may have been a mistake because now they're gonna have to get a shield. And they didn't get one from the opponent. They'll get one now, but they could have got the shield first without having to use their own. Could have even swapped out of the Excadrill. So gonna bring in the Metagross here and probably gonna get hit by a Sand Tomb. Might even get hit by an Earth Power potentially. So Metagross, gonna no shield, not even considering anything past a Sand Tomb. It is only a Sand Tomb, but now the defense has been lowered. The Garchomp is staying in, which means this Metagross is gonna be loaded on energy. And we see a Melmetal come in. Oh my goodness, so Earthquake gonna come through. It's gonna be doing a lot of damage. No, it's a shield. Was getting ready to drop a little bang right there, but the opponent is going to shield. The opponent's building up a lot of energy for some reason. Don't think Earthquake's going to KO here, but you already know what it does. Bang! There it is, Earthquake, delivering some heavy damage Superpower should be enough to KO here, but the Metagross has pretty much done its job at this point. Gonna let it go down, come in with the Garchomp, and it's a Metagross in the back. Swaps out into the Excadrill, wants to get off this drill run before the Metagross gets to the Meteor Mash. This is gonna be doing a lot of damage right here. That almost takes out the Metagross here. The Metagross is going to get a lot of farm here, but the Garchomp coming back in could definitely survive one Meteor Mash here, so not a huge problem, and probably could farm down with Dragon Tail before it gets to another move. It is able to do that. Here it comes. I don't even remember what the last Pokemon is. I think it's a Melmetal or something, but it's gonna get banged either way. Bang! There's a Sand Tomb. You ever seen a Sand Tomb land a bang before? Because you just did. Sand Tomb OP, taking out the Melmetal. Let's hop into the next battle. We got Utah MJ23. So shout out to Michael Jordan. Pretty sure that's what the name is referencing right there. We got another horrible lead here. Excadrill into Kyogre. So the bad leads just don't stop here. And going for the drill run. Last time we saw them throw the drill run and then swap out. Let's see if they go for the same play this time. They are staying in. No, so this time they're not playing it the same way. They're actually they're gonna shield here and throw a drill run. This is actually weird. I guess because look at this Kyogre CP. You can see it isn't actually level 50. So the simulations that I post on the screen, they're not there now, but they'll be there for when the video is actually there. Is probably gonna show that Excadrill is a very poor matchup, but because it's not actually a level 50 Kyogre, it's not going to be as bad as it looks on the chart. So the Surf comes through on the Garchomp here. You can see it does do quite a bit of damage, and Dialga comes in. Going to swap out to Metagross here. Metagross is a pretty solid response to Dialga here, so going to be going for the Earthquake. Could be a Draco Meteor, could be a Thunder. It's not going to KO either way. Draco Meteor does a lot of damage, but you could see the Metagross does get to the Earthquake very comfortably right here, and might even be able to get to a Meteor Mash if the opponent shields this up here. So let's see what the opponent does. They let it go through. Earthquake taking out the Dialga. Metagross is very low. Probably won't get to the Meteor Mash at this point. Very aggressively trying to swap out here. Comes the Landorus. Is going to get to the Meteor Mash. That is huge. It's going to be dealing a lot of damage right here if they choose not to shield, which they don't. Garchomp going to come back in. But can they close this game out? The Garchomp is very low. Definitely have to shield this and hopefully get this Sand Tomb to lure, maybe farm down with the Dragon Tail. The opponent swaps out to Kyogre. Going for the Dragon Tail farm down. Is the win condition there? Going for the Sand Tomb here. This is definitely going to get the shield. And then the next Sand Tomb plus hopefully one Dragon Tail should be enough to take out the Landorus here. But going for the Dragon Tail farm down instead. Oh no. Okay. I guess that could have potentially won the game. But I think that, so you got off two Dragon Tails, could have got off the Sand Tomb, and then maybe Sand Tomb plus the Dragon Tail might have won that game. So I think that might have been the better play in that situation. Not sure if it would have worked, but that probably would have been the better chance of winning that game maybe. Not entirely sure, but that's probably how I would have played it out. Either way, you have to make a very quick decision in that split second, so can't blame the trainer for that decision. Dragon Tail could have easily won the game as well. So either way, we had a very positive lead here, and now we see the Mewtwo safe switch and Garchomp comes in. So Garchomp here, of course, has to be afraid of an Ice Beam. Opponent through the Shadow Ball, did get the first shield here, and now the Side Strike comes through. Not going to shield that. Going to go for the Outrage here. Okay, so I'm not sure if Sand Tomb would KO from this range. Probably wouldn't. But this should be CMP tie as well. So if Sand Tomb didn't KO, gonna get hit by a move here anyways. So let's see what the Garchomp's gonna do. Gonna let this go down here and come in with the Metagross. I actually like this play considering what the lead was. You have two solid answers for it in the back, and you could definitely tank this Side Strike. Hopefully it's not a Shadow Ball. It is a Shadow Ball, so great shield right there because I wasn't counting, so I probably would have got balled right there by the big Shadow Ball in the Mewtwo. Dialga comes back in. Of course, this is a wall situation. And you have to think, if they're bringing Dialga in now, the back might be pretty weak to Excadrill and Metagross as well. And they let that go through. Oh, they don't have a shield. Never mind. But it's a Kyogre in the back. Holy smokes. So Metagross has to go for the Earthquake. Will survive this Surf here. And I think they could win this game. Oh, just barely survives. Oh my gosh. So I'm getting way too ahead of myself right here. I'm thinking Master League Classic. This is not Master League Classic. This is the Open Master League, and I'm getting everything wrong right here. But Excadrill coming in with the drill run. That's going to be enough to run this Kyogre out of the gym. Get him out of here. Dialga comes back in. Doesn't want the smoke. Falls to the ground. Takes that win. 3-1. Heading into the last battle right here. We got a Mad Dog 97. Rocking the Bidoof hat right here. Excadrill into Melmetal. A very beautiful lead to close out this video. So let's see how it plays out. Of course, Superpower is going to be dealing a lot of damage. Let's see if the Excadrill shields here is going to shield. The Melmetal definitely going to swap out, so I would not be hitting the move here because it's going to be transferred, as you see right there. Mewtwo comes in, so now at this point you could throw the Drill Run. And can they get to another Drill Run before the Side Strike, or will they switch on immediately into the Garchomp? Going for the Drill Run here does get to it before the Mewtwo gets to the Side Strike. This should not be CMP tie. We might see a swap into Metagross to catch a potential Side Strike. No, switching out into Garchomp instead. If this is an Ice Beam, it's going to one-shot the Garchomp, but they are taking the risk right here. It's a Side Strike. And okay, so going to let this go down. I guess you let it go down. You have some very solid answers for the Melmetal lead here. So gonna come in with the Metagross. And the Mewtwo is going to get farmed down, so that's very nice. And now, of course, the Melmetal has pretty much no play against either of these two Pokemon. So Yveltal comes in. Yveltal definitely does have some play against both the Metagross and the Excadrill. So going for the Meteor Mash right here. This isn't the greatest matchup for Metagross, but does get the shield right there. And at this point, gonna let the Dark Pulse go through. This is not going to KO. Not sure if they could actually snarl down, but swaps out into the Excadrill. And the opponent comes with Melmetal. You see this Melmetal really has nowhere to go right here. So going for the Drill Run. I actually don't think Drill Run is going to KO in this range. So the play might be to land one and then farm down. Not sure if they could really farm down here, but they're gonna get to the Drill Run here before the opponent throws. So the opponent chose not to throw the Superpower there, which means the Excadrill is going to have a shield left, and that means the game is over. Opponent does not want the smoke. They back out. A 4-1 set. Very impressive battles there with the Dragon Tail Garchomp. So those were the battles in the Open Master League featuring Excadrill, Garchomp, and the Shundo Metagross. It's always fun to see some Open Master League content because I cannot run it myself. I have 0 XL Pokemon, so I appreciate the submissions when I get them. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.